everybody, it's your girl Nia, the video game her. Thank you guys so much for coming to the channel to watch another video. If you have not subscribed already, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Make sure you also hit the notification bell so that you can get more videos like this if you like videos like this on my channel. Today we're going to be talking about the Nintendo Switch Online app and how Nintendo can make it an appealing option over Discord. So to those of you guys who watch my channel, you guys know that I am vehemently against the Nintendo Switch Online app. I think it's a stupid idea. I wish that Nintendo would have found a way to make it natively on the Switch device itself. However, it's what we have. It's not going away. Nintendo is sticking to their guns on this. I don't know if it's due to bandwidth limitations on the Nintendo Switch or if it has anything to do with the sound makeup on the Switch device. But at this point, it really doesn't matter much because begrudgingly, Nintendo is dead set on making this a thing. It is a thing. It is what it is. I have to let it go and woosah and just hope for the best for whatever Nintendo plans to do with this phone app. So one of the many defenses that I hear about the Nintendo Switch app is the fact that it doesn't matter whether or not we like the app or not, because 9 times out of 10 we're going to end up using Discord anyway. That may or may not be true. I know I love Discord, but as for Nintendo, considering that this phone app is their sole option for voice chat, I'm pretty sure they want people to use it. And after all, they are paying for server space for this app. They are putting the finances and their trust behind DNA to make sure that this app is a competent possibility and a competent option. So if they're gonna do this, if they're gonna do all of this work and keep pushing this daggum app, they've gotta find a way to make it worthwhile, and they've gotta find ways to make people want to use it. For me, as a consumer, since the app is a part of the package deal of Nintendo Switch Online, copping out for Discord because of Nintendo's own reluctance to putting this natively on the Switch, or maybe even the inability of being able to not be able to do this natively on the Switch. Regardless, that excuse does not work for me, especially when I'm putting my money into their service. As a video game company, I feel like Nintendo should want to keep people plugged into their ecosystem. It's a little bit harder to do that when you have to use something outside of the device, like for example your smartphone. But if they're going to do it, they have to do it in such a way to where people don't feel like they're obligated to use third-party options like Discord or like Skype. I feel that since Nintendo is a consumer-driven company, they have to do all that they can, even outside of their disadvantages with online, to keep people plugged into their ecosystem. I feel like if Nintendo really wants people to use this app, and if they are genuinely serious about incentivizing social features for the Nintendo Switch, there are some ways that they could make this online app a competent part of their online service. And I feel like there are ways that people could want to use this app as a proper alternative to Discord if they so chose. So here are some things they would definitely have to work on if they would want to keep people in an ecosystem so they don't have to resort to Discord. First of all, they would have to make sure that sound quality is a priority. One of the many reasons why people prefer to use Discord, whether they're on PC, sometimes Xbox and PlayStation gamers prefer to use Discord, is because hands down, Discord has the best quality of any chat solution on the internet right now. Discord has so many different options, like for example, being able to change your sensitivity so that your voice could come in more clearly, so there's not as much white noise, so there's not as many background sounds. And if Nintendo plans on making this phone app a de facto method of keeping their users connected, they have to make call quality a priority. And since that Discord is offering such services for free, Nintendo's pay-to-use app should have no problem at all achieving such a feat, especially when they get more people to sign on to the service. The second thing that the Nintendo Switch app absolutely has to have is it has to be easy to use. And I feel like the easiest way to do this is this app has to have full-on friendless integration. So that means being able to message your friends, being able to see what your friends are playing even on the Nintendo Switch app. The easier that you can get to your friends on this app will give users more of an incentive to keep using the service. One of the reasons why people liked Miiverse so much, one of the reasons why people wanted this app natively on the Switch so much is because it makes it easier to stay connected with your friends in that ecosystem. Having an app already kind of disjoints the entire experience of what it means to have a connective and integrated infrastructure. But if this app could achieve these things, even though it is on a separate device, that would be a win for Nintendo if they could make this happen. So now this third one might just be a stretch, and it would be an absolute miracle if Nintendo could make this happen. If Nintendo could allow Bluetooth connectivity for the Nintendo Switch, that would be awesome. So based on an update from several months ago, we discovered that USB headsets are compatible with the Nintendo Switch for audio output. We also know that Bluetooth is supported on the Switch because that's what connects the Nintendo Switch Pro controller and the Joy-Cons to the device. One thing we don't know, however, is if the Switch is capable of sound input, basically being able to speak through a headset into the Nintendo Switch. So if Nintendo could in some way allow for Bluetooth headsets to pair between the Switch and your phone simultaneously, that could alone make people want to use it over Discord. The reason why is because one of the things that people have been complaining about with the Switch Online app is that you cannot hear both the game and the chat through the same headset. If they allowed Bluetooth connectivity to pair between your Switch and on your phone for the app, so you can hear both the game sound and the chat, that alone would quell people's tensions about having to use two devices instead of one, because even though you're still using two devices, you can hear both your sound through one headset. That is, I feel like, is a good middle ground. That would definitely quell a lot of the negative emotions that people are feeling about this app right now. Being able to pair my Bluetooth headset to my PC and my phone is something that I'm already doing already. So I don't see why the Nintendo Switch wouldn't be able to do this, considering that it already supports Bluetooth anyway. To be honest, things that you would normally see on a console as a supplement to your gaming experience, in my opinion, needs to be on the Nintendo Switch Online app. I feel like the more that you integrate certain features, whether they are active or passive, it gives your core fans more of a reason to stay plugged into your ecosystem. And I know I've been saying that a lot this video, but the worst thing Nintendo could do is have yet another disjointed online infrastructure for another generation in a row. I feel like simple little things like I mentioned before are honestly something that many fans would appreciate over an app like Discord that has no direct connection whatsoever to the console. I mean, if we being real, the most impactful parts of an online subscription on consoles is the ability to be social with people who play the same games that you play, and in many ways how these social aspects keep you plugged into that console manufacturer's ecosystem. If Nintendo wants to show that they're serious about online play, though the app is not ideal, they've got to do everything in their power to make sure that this online app is more than just a mediocre option to an existing problem that Nintendo has had for generations now. And as vocal as I am about my dislike for the app, Nintendo could find the middle ground to make this thing work, even for disgruntled fans like myself. And if you guys can tell, this video is really hard for me to make because I don't want to give any leeway or any positivity to this app at all, but I am conceding, I am admitting defeat, and I'm hoping that even though this is a trash option for voice chat, they try to settle in the middle and kind of at least ease our pain by adding some of these features that I mentioned here today. Anyways, you guys, if you like this video, make sure you give this thing a thumbs up. Make sure you're following me on Twitter if you have not followed me on Twitter as of yet. Make sure you're following me on Mixer. Make sure you follow me on Twitch. Make sure you're subscribed to me on YouTube. So all of my social links are gonna be in the description below, and I'll holler at you guys later. Peace out.
Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling. Every day